Welcome back, guys. Tomorrow is Thursday the 9th. The strength is going to consist of two different couplets. We're going to go from 1A to 1B and then 2A to 2B. Starting off with 1A, we're going to go through a Renegade Row. Now, Renegade Row, the rep scheme is going to be anywhere between 8 to 10 reps. That'll be per side, so you can do anywhere between 16 to 20 total repetitions. Now, with the Renegade Row, it really is an exercise that has two elements to it. You're working the bicep in the back every time that you row the dumbbell. More importantly than that, you want to make sure that when you set up with your feet outside shoulder width, and you're really focusing. The second part is really just trying to train the midline to be as static as you can. So while you're rowing, you want to try to avoid any swaying or pivoting of the hips, and try to be as mindful as you can to try to keep the hips square to the floor the whole time while you're rowing. Now, ideally, you should be going through this exercise unbroken, if you will, but more importantly, if you notice that on the later rounds, you start to really kind of burn out and your midline is really fatigued to the point where you're starting to pull and you're twisting your hips back and forth, I would recommend either A, you peel some weight off. If you don't have the option to peel weight off because you're at home, then feel free to break it up and then give me good quality rather than doing them all in a row, all right? Now, for that, we're gonna superset with a glute bridge floor press. Now, what that's gonna look like, you're gonna start off with a single arm. So you're gonna have one dumbbell on one side. You're gonna start off on the floor. You're gonna raise your hips up as you would a glute bridge, and then you're gonna press from there. Now, as you're pressing through, we're gonna go 12 reps each side. So the whole time that I'm pressing on my right, I'm holding the top part of that glute bridge. Once I'm done with 12 on one side, I'll switch 12 on the other. And again, while you're doing your floor press, we will be holding the top end of the glute bridge. Now, all in all, we're gonna go through those two exercises for 4 total rounds. Once you are done with 1A, 1B, all 4 sets, you're gonna complete 2A, 2B, which is gonna be a, number one, plank pull through. That's gonna be a little bit of a different exercise, or different exercise we may not be used to. I would recommend watching the demo video, but essentially you're gonna start off with top of the plank. You're gonna have a dumbbell or a kettlebell on one end, and you're gonna pull it through, and again, the goal, try to keep the abs engaged. Once it's on this side, back to my plank, and then pull it through, back on this side, pull it through, back and forth. And now the second part, we're gonna be working time oriented, so you wanna do 30 seconds of plank pull through. So not necessarily working super fast, but working properly, trying to keep our midline engaged. After that, rest 30 seconds, and then 2B will be chair dips. Again, this one we're going for 30 seconds. So what that would look like is you on the edge of either a chair, a bench, a bed, anything you might have at home, and then keep the elbows in tight, and all we're doing is coming down and then pressing off as you're going through. This will be an opportunity for you to get out a lot of volume, just working the tricep. All in all, you're gonna do 2A, 2B, also for 4 total sets, all right? Now, once you are done with the strength, the conditioning today is going to be a 16-minute EMOM, working for time domain, not necessarily a rep domain. So we're gonna do 50 seconds of air squats. So that'll give you, on minute 1, just 10 seconds of rest. Now again, on the air squats, work really quickly, but more importantly at the top, make sure you're extending the hips and fully locking out the ankle, knee, and hip. Once you're done with the minute of air squats, the second minute, we're gonna do 40 seconds of dumbbell cleans. Now again, you'll notice that it'll drop down as a pyramid. You're gonna have more rest time as the minutes go on, so your work time will obviously be a lot lower. On the dumbbell clean, it's gonna be a hip hinge, keep your back straight. As you're finishing off, extend the hips and let the hips be driving the kettlebell or the dumbbell directly onto the shoulder, so we're working core to extremity. After, Russian twist. So with a plate or anything you might have at home, like a dumbbell or a kettlebell, we're just gonna be on our butt, elevate the heel so it's off the ground, and we should be engaging our abs, and we're just gonna tap back and forth for 30 seconds. Lastly, the last exercise is going to be 20 seconds of either burpees or up downs. And again, this last one, you'll have the most amount of rest, right? You're gonna have 40 seconds of rest. So go hard for those 20 seconds on, and then enjoy the rest for the 40. After that, you'll start off again in minute 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll essentially get through 4 total rounds of the conditioning, all right? Now, regarding the warm-up, number 1, I would recommend you go outside and run anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. So that could be a mile jog, if you will. After that, come back inside, foam roll full body for about 5 minutes. More importantly, I would I strongly encourage you to foam roll the glutes because we are going to do some squatting today, and then possibly the back, the shoulders, the lats. All right, guys, that'll conclude the whiteboard talk. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the workout. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.